It's the New York Giants Sports Talk and Entertainment. Oh, it's an 8-15 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just one of those days. You know, it's a Monday morning and I've already been at my son's school picking up fiddler crabs. Why? Because somehow we adopted 3 of them. I guess the 3 dogs we have are not enough for him. We need to have fiddler crabs. But you know, let's get into the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, everyone knows that Daniel Jones's coming out party was against Tampa last year, but this is a completely different Tampa team. And in some ways, this is a completely different Daniel Jones. He seemed to have more poise and grace and ability during that Tampa game than he's had in the first 7 games of this season, where he's only completing, what is he only completing this year? I think he's only completing 61% of his passes. You know, he's completing 61% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's only got a yard. He's only averaging 6.1 yards a play. That's not good. He's kind of on the low side. You know, he's taken 20 sacks already in 7 games. A lot of, some of that can be blamed on the line. A lot of that can also be blamed on Daniel Jones holding on to the ball too long himself. But my question is, you know what it seems like to me? Even though it's an 8-15 game, it's almost like the clock is about to strike midnight for Daniel Jones, and this is 12 minutes before the ball ends. Or I should even say an hour before the ball ends, because it is a 60-minute game. Daniel Jones needs to show something today. He does. And there's going to be keys to us potentially beating the Tampa Bay Bucks. But you know what? Daniel Jones needs to step up and show something. We need to see the 2019 version of Daniel Jones. We don't need to see what we've been seeing now in 2020. We need to see what we saw against Tampa that first game. So, I mean, he's got a lot going against him, though, right now as well, because you got Andrew Thomas on that one side, and it looks like Shane Lemieux will be making his first NFL start in place of Will Hernandez. And I've said this before, I'm curious to see if a lot of our problems on the line are the right tackle position or Will Hernandez. I mean, take a look at Nate Solder. Like I said, Nate Solder had an okay first season because Will had an okay rookie season. Will dropped off exponentially his second year, and so did Solder's play. And now Andrew Thomas is doing things he's never. He got coaches that have worked with him, and it said he's doing stuff that we've never seen him do before. You know, techniques that we've never seen him use before. And it could potentially be because of the fact that he does not have confidence in his line mate next to him. It's going to be interesting because we're going to have 2 rookies on one side, and you know the Tampa defense is going to try to exploit that. So, with Devontae Freeman out with the ankle, we have to hope that Wayne Gallman can run the ball. And what I'm thinking they're going to need, I have a feeling that Tampa Bay is going to tee off on the rush. Tee off on the pass rush the first couple series. And like I said, what people have been finding out about Daniel Jones recently is you put the rush directly in his face. Yes, you loop around Andrew Thomas because that's going to get you there. But if you keep the rush in front of Daniel Jones and put it right in the middle, he does not have that ability to run forward into the pocket to run. He's not going to go anywhere unless it's a planned rollout. Everyone's missing the conception that the all Daniel Jones's big runs, if you look at it, have been by design. It has been Jason Garrett exploiting the defense. The only problem is Tampa's got some speed on their defense and got some speed in the linebacker positions as well. So I have a feeling they're going to go rush heavy the first couple series. And I'm hoping that the Giants are going to run Gallman, maybe do a couple draws, a couple delayed handoffs, and try to combat that rush. We need to take advantage. I have a feeling that they're going to be overly aggressive, Tampa, and we need to take advantage of that. We need to allow Daniel Jones to take advantage of the over-aggressiveness that Tampa's probably going to have in the first 3-4 series. And I think that's going to be the key, one of the keys to win. And also one of the, keys to win itself is going to be we need to maintain possession. We need to have some of those long drives that we have seen this Giant offense be able to put together. Because one thing I do not want to see is the Tampa Bay defense on the field. The Tampa Bay offense on the field for an extended period of time. Because with Tom Brady and the weapons they have, even with Chris Godwin out, it could get ugly, and it could get ugly quick. Because I am not sold on our coverage. Ryan Lewis has played well, but I am not sold on his coverage skills for an entire season. I think he's going to have some breakdowns. Like any other rookie, he's not a rookie, but any other, player who hasn't been, in the league very long. A veteran quarterback like Tom Brady is going to find the weaknesses in the defense. And I'm going to tell you right now, if we go to this zone that we've been playing off and on the last couple of weeks, Tom Brady's going to kill us. Nick Mullins picked us apart in the zone. Mitchell Trubisky was picking us apart in the zone until he reverted back to being Mitchell Trubisky. Same thing with Carson Wentz. And I know it's going to be a ride or die thing, but we need to go more man coverage, especially against someone like Tom Brady, because we need to make Tom Brady hold on to the ball longer. Tom Brady has, and always has with his career, and has in his Giants in games against the Giants. He does not play as well when you keep him longer in the pocket, when you hit him a little bit, when you get to him. And that's what we need to do. We need to go man to man, have some, safety help. And we need to try and find a way to make Tom Brady uncomfortable in the pocket and push forward that way. And I think if we can make Tom Brady feel uncomfortable in the pocket, we can own the time of possession, and we can have defensive plays that are, if we can keep the defense, have the defense find a way to get off the field on third down. And the problem is you have a master at quarterback. I mean, you have the GOAT is playing. You're playing against the GOAT. And I don't care how old the GOAT is, the milk's still fresh. Which wouldn't really make sense because male goats don't give out milk. But that's a bad analogy. But I am tired, and I just picked up some fiddler crabs. Fiddler crabs. You know what? I was thinking these fiddler crabs are going to be these small little things. No. I got a 10-gallon tank up there with air bubbles and all this, but these things are crazy sized. I don't know how big they're going to be, but you know what? I am not, the Big Blue House is not happy with the fiddler crab situation. Or at least the matriarch here is not happy with the fiddler crab situation. But like I said, if we can get to Tom Brady, if we can take advantage of Tampa's over-aggressiveness in the first couple of series, we can maintain control of the clock, we can run the ball, we have an opportunity to keep the game close and win. But those are a lot of ifs, and those are a lot of big things. And like I said, you have two rookies starting on one side of the line. You have Shane Lemieux. Like I said, Shane Lemieux, first NFL start. Nick Gates. You got Adama Sue. That should be interesting. Jason Pierre-Paul, who wants to make a point or make a statement in this game. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I have a feeling it's gonna go two ways. I have a feeling that we're either gonna get blown out early, or if we can do the things that I've mentioned, we're gonna keep the game close and see what happens in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's just my opinion. And like I said, it's time for Daniel Jones. At 8:15, we have to watch to make sure the clock does not strike midnight on Daniel Jones' career. Because this is the game that he needs to finally step up and show something. And we're going to hopefully Shane Lemieux holds up. And we have to see what Andrew Thomas does. And we have to see what Wayne Gallman does. But again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. We'll try to do a show after the game. I usually don't like doing shows after the game because it's late. But, maybe we'll try to do like a 5-minute retrospective after the game, and then we'll do a full breakdown on Tuesday, Election Day. Don't forget to go out and vote. That's what everyone says. That's what I see on every single channel. Don't forget to go out and vote. November 3rd. I laugh because I told a guy at CVS today. He goes, don't forget about November 3rd. And I said, oh my God, you're right, November 3rd. I got to get the oil changed in my car. He did not find the joke humorous. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that bell, I think you know what that means, that'd be awesome.